I haven't posted in a while, so I was just like, let me just verbally say out some notes I found or learned this past like 2 weeks, and just say what I wrote down, just verbalize it and work on it. There's a bunch of good advice I found. I found this YouTube guy. He's not a YouTube guy, but Alex Hermosi and his wife, Layla Hermosi, and those guys are a gold mine. I found their advice is very. It's obviously unorthodox because they're top 1%, but their advice just makes complete sense if you really think about it. So I'm gonna just write out all the notes I have of them and just some other stuff I found. Number one is the develop the habit of failing. It is progress. It represents trying. I found this cool image on Instagram. Let me see if I can put a screenshot on it. That shit was fire. I thought that thing made perfect sense about how you should always focus on progress instead of achievement. So, learn something effectively, like effectively learn things by taking at least 30 seconds doing absolutely nothing after a new lesson pops up. Um, the marshmallow test for kids, which is where we had a study where there were multiple kids sitting down, and they were given a marshmallow, and the ones that were tempted to eat the marshmallow but didn't, aka having delayed gratification, were the ones who had great impulse control, and those who prioritized delayed gratification are the ones that will truly do well in life. They're the ones that are running the world. People who move faster in life are not actually moving faster. They get more done per unit of time. Morning routines, like how you gotta wake up at 4 a.m., go on a run, come back, take a cold shower, do a 20-minute meditation. I forgot to do meditation. And then write in your journal 20 minutes and go work out. And then you finally start work, but you're you're exhausted. You're just like, what? So Alex Hermosi says, stop adding more things that are not getting things done in your morning routine. Get as many things done per unit of time. He didn't really specify what he meant by per unit of time. I guess like depend for some people, because some people could be in weeks, in days, in hours, etc. I'm guessing he just means by like minutes. Of the work that I am doing, how much leverage am I getting from that work? Leverage is the key indicator of everything right now. In entrepreneurship, that's what if you have the most leverage, that means you gain more output for your level of input. Order your tasks in the order of leverage that they have on each given day. As I said, leverage is you get more output per unit of input. So if I do a little bit and I get a lot out of it, I have leverage. So one way of leverage you can think of is like creating content and that being monetized. I guess that's an example, Like movie actors, like the best of the best, they have incredible leverage over the years because they have movies that have been out in the 90s that are still doing incredible today. Something like that. But when it comes to morning routines, what are the tasks that get the most output? The act of entrepreneurship is simply consistently making these trade-offs of what I can buy my time back with. Ask yourself, how could I create a morning routine that would make me the least effective? What I just described before, it's incredibly long, lots of steps and processes like meditation, waking up early, cold showers. You use a lot of mental energy before you literally start working. And the last one, which is a key indicator, is being very reliant on those things that I just said. Some people say you do those tasks, cold showers, work out in the morning to develop discipline. But if you really think about it, it's not really the activity, the workout, the waking up early consistently. It's the discipline. So in theory, you can replace that thing with whatever you want, or you could just not have anything and tell yourself you're disciplined. And he also described the fundamental equation of productivity. It's how much you do times how much leverage you have equals the maximum equals productivity success or great productivity, great achievement, I guess. Maximize the volume of work that you do and the leverage that you create from that value. So a simple morning routine could be just waking up, taking a piss, and starting to work. For me, it's definitely I wake up, take a piss. I literally wake up, immediately go to the bathroom, take a piss, wash my face, and at times I don't even brush my teeth. Sometimes I put on clothes and I just go straight to work. I don't work out in the morning because I get exhausted over that. So nah. It's really ordering the day from the highest leverage activities to the lowest leverage activities because you naturally deplete energy throughout the day. What else? What else? What else? What else? No, this one's a key one. This is one of my favorites. Change the default mindset from end of the week to the end of the day. Today. Tomorrow never comes. It's always just today. Every single day you've been alive has been just that, a day. Today. The present moment. And the rest of your life is going to be like that as well. It's all, if you're looking back at the future, it's all just a bunch of todays that haven't happened yet. So if you really think about it, life equals today. You need to start living your dream life today and then just wait for life to catch up over time. So it's really just like having a strong emotional and mental connection to your dream life and start living life right now with the same emotions and mentality as if that dream life was already attained. The destination is really a myth. That's something I've been realizing with law of attraction and all the fluff. Some of it works, but the main key metric that I see throughout all types of law of attraction shit and just like people who are on the other end of the spectrum of that don't agree with it. The one common theme is really behaving as if the person you want to be today. And you literally behave not just by literally your actions, also, obviously, but also your mentality, your attitude, your thoughts, patterns. If you behave like the person you want to be today and you stick with it every single day, which is each day, today, the end of the day, it will come. That's something I've been, the real key connector. Your first $100,000, my first $100,000. It could be $1 million, but most people say it's 100,000. Alex Hormozi said it's going to be a bitch because you only think of 100,000 opportunities, which means you're confining yourself into areas where you have to sell time for money because in the beginning, as you're starting off, you have absolutely no leverage. It's hard to reach that 100,000 mark because you literally have to sell your time for money. You have you have to spend your time for money and you have no leverage because you're just starting off. And since you're not starting off, you have to do all the work. You're wearing many hats and you just have to do all the shitty, annoying work. And you got to trade some of your life back for money. If you're busy and broke, you are wasting a lot of time. So as you put in more work, whether it's a failure or a win or a success or a loss, you get inherently more valuable because you work more. Oh, no, wait. Let me read this again. As you put in more work, failure or win, you get inherently more valuable because your work works more on you than you work on it. So your work will inevitably change you as you continue persisting through that work. Even if it's shitty, tedious, annoying, it will gradually improve you. And because of that, your fundamental baseline goes up because you're acquiring more skills, you're improving, you're getting more valuable. And then the speed in which you do that will be dependent on how much value of work you're doing. The volume of work for a specific skill with deliberate effort. So mainly, you put in more work. Whether you win or lose, and continuously do that, you gradually progress. As you gradually progress, you gain more skills because you're progressing, because you're learning, you're improving. And then once you do that, leverage will start to come in, and then you'll start to have leverage, and then you'll start to utilize that to your advantage. And then next thing you know it, after you're hitting your 100,000, you get past another 100,000 5 times as quickly. So in order to acquire leverage, you have to first do quantity, and then quality comes in. That's the thing I'm starting to realize. Quantity brings quality. Because how can you know what's quality if you haven't done it multiple times? And it can literally imply in any aspect of life. So quantity brings quality over time. And that could be just you, where you haven't developed the skill sets needed. And the only way to do that is to do the task, know that you're going to fail at that, and constantly improve on that. And then next thing you know, you have leverage. As entrepreneurs, the more leverage you have, the more money you make, the more value you bring, etc. Lastly is... No, we're just going to end it there. Man, this shit 10 minutes long. But yeah, that's it. Bye-bye.